Demanded a confession, but they would never get it. A Vietnam War veteran was a prisoner of war for nearly 8 years.
Battled mental and physical torture and says he made it through by focusing on one day at a time. Only on 13. Kari News Channel 13's Rana Novini brings us your Wear Red Friday hero.
The weather was pretty bad, and we probably shouldn't have gone in that day, but we did.
Paul Kari wasn't supposed to fly into Vietnamese territory on Father's Day, 1965.
I hadn't taken R&R in 69 missions.
Thinking back on it now, Kari says maybe it was fate that he did.
I was the first F-4 pilot in the Air Force into combat, and the first F-4 pilot shot down.
He broke his back in the crash, but that was nothing compared to the pain of being held a prisoner.
7 years and 8 months.
And being tortured relentlessly.
They ended up starving me to death. I got down to 103.
Maybe it was his love of country.
I would give him nothing but name, rank, serial number, date of birth, period. That's what our code of conduct says.
Or his faith in God.
My parents are very devout Christians, and I knew they would be praying for me.
Even though he knew he may never go home, he refused to talk.
I wouldn't give it to him, and they took it over the top, tore my shoulder completely out, and married up with this one. And I passed out. I don't know how long I was out. So, and I still didn't write a confession.
His prayers were finally answered in 1973. The U.S. made a deal with the Vietnamese, and Kari,
tail number 60177, which means a lot to me,
was on the first plane home.
And as I got close to the airplane, I could smell the nurse's perfume, the guy's aftershave, which we hadn't smelled in almost 8 years. And I remember saying, if heaven smells anything like this, I don't want to miss it. Well, I couldn't fly anymore because they damaged my vision.
Now 78 years old and retired, the lieutenant colonel may not be flying planes, but his love for country is stronger than ever, and the lessons he learned will last forever.
It's how you treat people. It's not how much money you make. It's not what position you have. It's that you do the right thing in whatever you're doing.
And Lieutenant Colonel Kari's last assignment was at the Air Force Academy, where he taught cadets at the survival training camp. He now focuses his attention on his farm in Ohio. If you know someone who deserves to be our Wear Red Friday hero, you can nominate them by going to krdo.com. Reporting live in the Newsplex, Rana Novini, KRDO News Channel 13.
Wow, strength of character right there.
Yeah, true hero.